Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it is time to finally update you guys on my Finish 19 in 2019, which is my year-long project plan for the year. And I have some happy progress and I have some sad progress in this. And I am updating this about every 6 weeks because I feel like a month isn't enough to show progress in some of these products. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the products. And let's talk about the one item that I finished up. It was about time that I finally finished my Miss Dior perfume. This I have been using for over a year now. This was in my Finish 18 in 2018 and I wasn't able to finish it up. And then I decided to add this into this year's project pan, and as you can see, it is all finished up 3 months total into the year. And not going to lie, I did use this a lot as a broom spray, as dirty laundry spray and bathroom spray, and of course it's like regular perfume. But I was just so sick and tired of this just because it wasn't my favorite perfume to begin with. I'm so glad that I used it up because it was expensive. It was a gift from my mom at Christmas, and she did like accidentally bought the wrong version of Miss Dior, but nevertheless, like, it was a good work appropriate perfume, so that's how I mostly used it, was just wearing it to work again for the last almost year and a half. And yeah, it's finally done, and that is one product out. Now I want to just jump in with the sad progress. So I was working on the Bite Beauty lip crayon in glacé. It was the one that we had received for a birthday gift from Sephora last year, and I kid you not, I only had the tiniest little bit left. Like, I was so excited by how little was left that I kept, like, I didn't actually mark it, but I kept comparing to see like how far I had come, and I only had the tiniest snub left. Like, I had gone, this is my little paper update with all of like the things that I have to physically measure. And so this was the Bite Beauty lipstick, and I kid you not, it was, I only had about like that much product left, like where this, like beneath this white dot line. And what ended up happening is, like, I was using it like as a blush, and I was using it as a lip, and I went out a Saturday and I just like threw it in my bag. And I think when I went to go pay for something and I took my wallet out because my bag was already pretty full, I'm pretty sure it fell out. I didn't even notice that it was gone till the next day. And you know, for that much I'm not gonna be like, hey, or for a lipstick I'm gonna call like, hey, did you happen to find a lipstick, and not throw it away with the tiniest bit of product. So that is sad. That is completely out of my life, and I was so close to finishing it, and now it's just gone. So that is very unfortunate, but I mean, there's nothing I can do now. I don't know if I want to consider it as done. I think, I mean, because I worked so, like, I got so much progress out of it, in my opinion, and just for the little bit to go, like, be gone and not consider it done is like, I don't want to, because I was really looking forward to like finishing it, and there was like so little left to finish it. But I don't know, I had to think about whether I want to consider that as done or not. But since we are talking about the little paper products on my list, let's just go ahead and talk about those. So now that ooh, excuse me. So now that the Bite Beauty lipstick is gone, and I swear it's only been like a couple of days that it's been missing, I have been able to focus more on my MAC Speed Dial lipstick, which I had been neglecting because I was focusing on my Bite Beauty one. But now that it's springtime, this is more of a springtime color. I do have it very sheared out on my lips. I feel like I'm very springy today. Like, I'm going out for brunch later and I feel very like put together. So this is how much lipstick I have left. As you can see, now I know I can focus on this and finish it up. Up against the measurements, boop. It's really hard to do this, but please don't focus on my face. There we go. It's about to, if I like measure it not from the white part, it's about to right there-ish. As you can see, the line is covering it, but there we go. So I'm not measuring the white part, so I've done like a little baby bit of progress in the last 6 weeks, but again, because I was focusing on my beauty lipstick, not so much. But hopefully I can have this finished by the next update. If not, again, just the tiniest little amount, and let's hope I don't lose this one, because that would be very tragic. Very, very, very tragic. I finally cracked into my Milani brow wax. I definitely do not like this anymore. Like, I think it's great for powder products, as I'm learning, like as I'm trying to use it up, but it does not keep my brows in place whatsoever, so I don't like that because it can be a little crazy. I definitely have to up the brow maintenance with the brow wax. If not, like, my brows are everywhere. Although when I do maintain my brows and make them look like nicer, I do feel like I look better personally. But yeah, so I haven't been using this for very long. I want to say I've been using this for about 2.5 weeks, so not a ton of progress. So as you can see, I am to right there, that second line, and when I put it in the very beginning, it was up to there. And you don't have to you don't have to sharpen it very often, because a little goes a long way with this. Like, literally I could just do this over and over again thinking it's gonna work like a brow gel, but it doesn't, and my brows still move around. It's just, again, good for brow powder, which is what I've been using with this, and I do prefer the look of brow powder over like a brow pomade, but yeah, it just depends. I don't know. I probably won't repurchase this once it's gone, but it's not my very favorite product right now. Oh, and I just dropped the concealer. I have all of my products over here, so if it's a little messy, I do apologize. Last on this little sheet of paper of measuring, I have my Rimmel Scandal Eyes eyeliner in brown. Just looks like this. Measurement wise, let's see. It's about to right there. My lines are not very, like, the most precise, truthfully. So I'm just like stopping it where I won't be able to sharpen it anymore. But as you can see, when I put it in this project, it was up here. Last update, it was there. And then now it's down to here. I can only use this when it's super sharpened. That's why you might think like, oh, that's cheating, like blah, blah, blah. But I only ever use it for like my top lash line, because I don't like putting eyeliner on my bottom lash line, because I feel like it just, my eyes are too watery. It ends up smudging everywhere. So I've only been using it if I don't use liquid liner, or if I feel like I need a little more definition. But of course it's brown, it looks a lot softer. So that's what I've been using it for. Again, I feel like it's going a little bit fast, because I always have to sharpen it every couple of uses, because if it's very like rounded out, I can't really, like, it starts to tug on my eyes, and that is not good. So it has to be sharp, which is why I'm going through it a little bit fast, but that's okay because it's kind of old anyways. Moving on to the other stuff in my project, I have another little sad one I'm going to mention. So as you know, I had the Lorac Pro 2 eyeshadow palette in this project, but I had an allergic reaction where like my eye swelled up, and I decided to chuck it just because it was not a pleasant experience, and it's not worth to put yourself through that over like an expired eyeshadow palette. So then I decided to add in my MAC eyeshadows, and one of you guys in the comments were like, like my MAC eyeshadows like went bad like really fast too. And I was like, oh, but the MAC is good, like quality eyeshadows, like I don't think it's gonna happen. And guess what, guys? These are also like expired, and I got the same reaction again on my eyes, specifically from using the matte. So I'm just going to toss these, which are so sad, because these were like the first eyeshadows like I ever actually spent money on, and it just kind of pained me to think that they were expired, and lo and behold, they were, and I got the reaction again. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna check them. And I think it pains me more because like these are colors that I would use every day, and I just never got around to using them. And then again, like at the time when I purchased this, like this was a lot of money for me to fill these up, and I know like how long it took me to like get all of these. So it's been hard for me to let go, but I did want it to update you guys. I am throwing them away because it's just not worth, like, I know it's not necessarily like affecting my health like directly, but it's affecting the way that I feel, the way that my eyes look, like the irritation, the crack, the itchy. It's just not worth it like in that regards of health wise. So I'm just going to throw them away. I haven't been using them now since that happened, which happened within the first week or two of my last update. So I've just been using my other eyeshadows. I'm not going to try to replace them with another eyeshadow just because I feel like I'm a little too far into like the year to try to finish like a palette up. So I'm truthfully just enjoying all of my eyeshadows that are still good. Everything that's in my collection, like I've been testing out like weeks at a time and I haven't had any reactions. So now I'm just enjoying them fully before they themselves expired. And because it's my no buy year, I'm not going to replace them. And lesson learned is that I'm just going to try to use up what I have until I get to a very low amount, or until like they all start expiring and I need to start replacing them. But twice now I have experienced allergic reactions to expired makeup, and this is all because I had too much makeup. So that is sad and unfortunate, and it sucks that it happened twice, but I can't do anything about it. I had another perfume in here. So this is the one that I'm going to be working on full throttle, and I think because I'm using it for both like work and like leisure, I think I'm going to be able to go through it quicker. Right now it's between the Daisy and the Marc Jacobs. I know I haven't been like tracking like very much progress on this, and some of you guys like take progress pictures. But I'm too lazy for that, truthfully. But yeah, it's between Daisy and Marc Jacobs. So that's going to be like an easy marker for like the next time I have to update this. So yeah, hopefully I start blowing through this because it is currently like my oldest perfume. And now that I've been using it, I don't feel like I smell it anymore. But when it was just sitting there, I did kind of notice that the scent started to change a little bit. And then I had to shake it up like a lot to get it back to life. But I think now that I'm constantly using it, or I've used up that little like off bit, I don't know. I feel like I'm not having issues with it, but because it is older and because it is like a eau de toilette, I do have, like the scent goes away fast, so I can like reapply it. And again, it is one of the bigger bottles, so I have quite a bit to go. And again, if I haven't mentioned this before, which I know I have, but just in case you don't remember, that scent I got like early college, so it just brings me back to those days. And it's weird. It's very weird. Things that I can't like show so much progress on is my Dior Air Flash foundation. If I shake it around, I can't really tell where it's at. I feel like it might be up to here. I have been using it a little bit more, especially if I just like need to spray something and go. That's what I've been doing. I'm starting to get over the fact of like, I want to use this for a little more specialer occasions, but like obviously not special, but like I'm not going to wear it if I'm going to school. I've been wearing it to work or if I'm going out. I do like it just as it is, like just it's very easy to just spray and go and not have to worry about the rest of my face. So I have been a little more open to using it like that, and hopefully I'm almost done with this by my next update, because there's like, this is a very pale shade for me and the sun is coming. I am going to go in the sun. I am going to get darker because I have realized I don't like myself as much this pale. I look back at like pictures of this last summer where I got pretty tan because I was in Europe and I was in the beach a lot, and I'm like, wow, I miss looking that tan. But gotta embrace this paleness, you know? When I'm this pale, I can wear like this pale pink and it still kind of looks okay. Other product that I can't show you that much progress is my Chanel Tan de Soleil. As you can see, this is what it looks like, and I feel like every time I show it, at least on camera, it looks like there's a deeper dip, but it's not very apparent in person until now. I feel like I'm starting to get a deeper dip into this, which is great. And I've had this in my last year project pan as well, and I'm just trying to get as much use out of it. Blech. I'm just trying to get as much use out of this product because Chanel beauty products and Chanel in general is very expensive. But this is like a cream product that like it is chugging along. I don't feel like it's expired. It doesn't have a weird scent. It's not making, yeah, it still smells really nice. It's not making me break out. It still performs amazing and it's still creamy. So again, I'm just trying to get as much use out of it before it goes bad, because I feel like I won't be able to finish this by the time that happens, just because I've had it for a while. But it's still going strong and I appreciate that product. I have my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is now considered old packaging because they have reformulated it and they have put less product in it. And I have to say there is a lot of product in this. I have to use this very sparingly because this is kind of too dark. The milk chocolate soleil is perfect for me like year round. I'm hoping that if I do get tanner in the summer that I can get more use out of this product, just because again, light hand, little product, so much product in this, takes a very long time to get through it, but it is my oldest bronzer in my collection, so trying to use that up. I have my Hourglass Ambient Light Setting Powder in Ethereal Light. This is what it looks like when I'm not using the Dior foundation and I'm just doing concealer underneath my eyes. This is what I do, or this is what I use to set underneath my eyes. I do love this. It makes it look perfect. I always get compliments on my makeup whenever I use this powder. The Dior foundations is iffy. Like, you have to be really careful about what products I use with it, and this is one of the products that it does not look good with. It just looks crepey. And I know it's not this. I know it's the foundation, because this is amazing. It makes anything look perfect and I am enjoying everything out of it. But again, because this is really light, I can only use it when I'm my palest. So trying to get more use out of it. I have my YSL lip and tint oil, which unfortunately are discontinued, and I'm very sad, but you know, I can't do anything about it. Not something I can measure my progress with. I was up in the mountains this week and I did find that this kind of like exploded a lot, so I know I lost some product, but it's just like a very moisturizing lip gloss with a little bit of a tint, which is very nice. But yeah, still haven't finished that up because again, I've been focusing more on my other lipsticks. In this project, I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting powder. I finally took it out of the thing because it was just annoying me, and I just have it in like a palette that I reach for every day. This is, because it's older, it is starting to get a little more hard pan. So I find myself when that happens, I have to scrape like the whole top layer off, which is making me go through the product a lot faster. But it is a very like, oh, right now it's developing hard pan because I'm struggling to get powder out right now. And again, this happens every couple of uses, and I think it's just because it's old, but it is very pretty on the cheeks, like as a highlight. So that's why I want to try to use it up. It's the last thing I have from the highlighting side of the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, so that's why I am trying to use this, but I think it's gonna end up going a lot faster because again, I am constantly having to scrape off that top layer, and I don't want to repress it because that's too messy, and I'm not up for it. I don't want to repress it. Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna keep scraping until it's gone. Okay. I think this is the last product that's kind of hard to tell progress in. This is my MAC blush in Peaches. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful. I have used it as an eyeshadow a couple of times with that rosé shade that I kept from the Lock Pro 2 palette. It's just beautiful when I'm pale, when I'm tan, all year long. And I'm not wearing it today because I'm wearing a little bit of the lipstick as a blush, just because I am very pink today. So I wasn't gonna put on peach, but very pretty. Super dense, don't need a lot of product, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to hit pan on this because that is my goal for the year. I want to save that one for last. I know it keeps like dropping, but I want to save it for the last. I have my Yves Rocher replenishing mask. I'm not showing you the other one because I haven't opened that one yet, as I'm not showing you like the darker foundation that I plan to use in the summertime, because I'm just not going to show products that I'm not currently using, especially when they're going to come up later on, or if you've seen it in the last two videos. But I've actually been using this mask as kind of like a neck cream, because it is kind of very fragrance to constantly be putting it on my face. Like, I'm a little bit wary of that, but I'm also very attentive to the necklines I've decided, or I am starting to form on my neck. So I just decided this is very moisturizing. I use it as a neck cream. It's working to just keep that area moisturized, and I'm just using it like that. It's probably how I'm going to use the other one, because truthfully, if I'm going to mask and I want it to be moisturizing, I'm just going to try to use up my sheet mask, or I'm going to use a mask that like targets like areas in regards to like exfoliation or drying out a zit, not so much for moisturizing, because after those mask I moisturize even more. So I've just been using it as a neck cream, and that's fine. That's okay with me. I'm using less actual of like my face skincare on my neck, which means it's gonna last longer, and I have those products anyways, so I'm just trying to use it in many different ways. in many different ways. I think that didn't make proper sense or proper English. Last but not least, for the product I'm going to show you, it is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I am pretty sure I'm going to have this done by the next one because I finally took the stopper out today because I wasn't getting any product. And you guys, this is the stopper. I'm gonna try to show you guys. Like, that is huge. As you can see, it is ripped because I cannot get that, like, it's a big stopper, okay? And I know, like, the Tarte Shape Tape is, like, one of the hardest stoppers to take out. Like, look at my tweezers. Can we just, I mean, I was planning on getting rid of them anyways because they were, like, getting a little dull and they weren't, like, plucking as much. So I was like, oh, let me just use my tweezers, these tweezers that I plan on throwing out to, like, take up the stopper because, you know, if they get ruined, I was gonna throw it away anyways, but I didn't think this was gonna happen. So now I can't use it for anything else. And you know, in regards to, like, the Shape Tape, their product, like, there's a clear product line here, and I finally decided to take, and there's also, like, a lot of product up here. It's weird how, like, it's only getting stuff from the middle, but I decided to take the stopper out because I had put this in a cup of, like, hot water twice. The first time I was able to melt some product down, but the second time today I wasn't able to get any product. So I was like, do I throw it away? Do I not throw it away? I was planning on just, like, letting it go because it is a couple years old. But then I was like, you know what? There's so much product in this. Like, I would be wasting half of the amount, and I was in a, like, let me get all my money's worth out of it. So I decided to take the stopper out, and now there's a lot of product. So I think I might be able to finish this by the next update because I haven't been reaching for a foundation that much. I've actually been more just, like, concealer underneath the eyes, concealer on my problem areas here where I kind of have a little bit of, like, rosacea and, like, pink acne scarring. So I've just been using the Shape Tape there to cover it up, and that's what I've been doing, and just setting it with the powder. And I find that, like, so much more easier. It feels a lot lighter on my skin than having, like, a full face of foundation. So it's been a little struggle to, like, balance between this and the Dior foundation, but I'm doing it, and it might just take a little bit longer. But I think now that I have the stopper out, I might just focus on finishing this just because more air is going into it, and I think a lot more product's gonna be wasted. So we'll see how it ends up going, but I think if I just use this every day till the next update, even before then, I'll probably just finish this, and that is going to be amazing. So that is everything for now for my Finish 19 in 2019. If you're doing a year-long project pan, please let me know down below so I can go check your videos out. I feel like these are the best videos, like, updates and, like, knowing other people updates when you're doing a project pan. It kind of motivates you to work a little harder on your products, not necessarily, like, use them more and waste them, but it just, like, reminds you to reach for something that you're trying to use up, and it helps you in the long run. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!